And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Endless Legend. We're going to end the turn here. Another Burrow Street done. It's going to be a couple turns before we can afford to buy that out, although a couple turns before we can buy that out, and it's a wonder, so it's expensive for other people, apparently. We'll reactivate the gold boost. Could probably make do without reactivating it. Why? Okay, so we have next turn we can complete the Alchemical Institute, so I'm going to cycle the turn and do that. And it be winter. Completed the reaping station, tech, moving into the smelting station. Be the first to produce an amount of dust or so I guess it must be 400 at the end of the turn, not 400 a turn for the legendary. I'm tempted to go steal these pearls here. You know, we'll just do that. Run across the border, we'll grab them and just run right back across the border. Okay, anyway, we still have enough that we can buy this out, so we won't. I'm going to claim the wonder for myself. I'm going to go around collecting these pearls. And where were my luxuries? Get those under construction. Honestly, on the next turn I should just buy them. Here's the Quicksilver. Oh, I'll just buy the Quicksilver this turn. Oh, let's do that. Did I not scroll down and it was in one of the cities I just clicked through? Not in the capital, no. Oh, this region. Here we go. Play that one out next turn. And we got the Alchemical Institute. 20% cost reduction in past eras, so if I ever need to go pick up any of the early era techs, we're good for that. 25 science per Alchemical Institute level. It's level 1, but when we build the expand here, it should level up to 2. And we're expecting to build the expand this term, so it just level up to level 2. There we go. Sell the unit at the marketplace. You're probably the place one of the places I want to build the iceworks. Let's grab the iceworks there. I suppose fortifying the coast would not be terrible. Instead of actually building it for the moment. And then you picked an XP point. Grab dust on forest. That was you. And then you, I'm gonna work all the way up and get over to the... I mean, I get it from winter before we start multi-stacking some of the earlier dust, but... we worked out we can buy the U, so let's do that. Yeah, strategic intensifier is going to finish this turn, so that's good to see. You're at Fervent. Are we going to stay at Fervent consistently? We have several boosters. The boosters might wear off. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to maintain the dies consistently. Well, that's only +5. Even the gold, we're probably not going to be able to maintain consistently. Yeah, because we may... Actually, no, the gold we can, because it's 4 times 10. 4 times 10. So that would be 40. Okay. Dies we want, the gold we will. So keep the gold up. So yeah, probably rapidly expand these cities if they're able to expand. Maybe I should. I'll think about it. We're not gonna do with money this turn, so... Oh, we should keep these guys exploring so we find the dust. Or not the dust, the pearls in our territory. Here's one. That'd actually be a pretty good place for a strategic intensifier. Yeah, okay. Definitely feeling good about grabbing that strategic intensifier in hindsight. I was a little bit worried when I realized it had to be adjacent to an existing city. You leveled 8. Percentile bonus for industry, industry on trees, or... yeah, those are the two. Or it can decrease the upkeep cost of the city. We're gonna do percentile industry for the moment. Okay. Suppose actually, if we want to get the good returns, that's why the ice works, because that's going to rapidly generate revenue, or rapidly generate more industry for that city during the winter. 20 more industry a turn is not too bad. Buy out the Bureau expansion here. And then that allows me to do the strategic intensifier, not this turn, or not next turn, but the turn after it when we have smelting stations. So we'll get double yield on that strategic. We've only got one, so good idea to get good yield from it. winter could end any time. We got 1 to 14 days for the expectation for how long winter is. Smelting station, okay. Done. Dust refinery is next. And to be fair, the only place we really want for getting smelting station for is the strategic intensifier here, so rush that out, get a good reward. And yeah, that was the animatine extractor, so theory we aren't gonna build the animatine extractor because we're gonna get it from strategic intensifier. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about it. Which cities do I have heroes in? I have a hero here. I don't have one there. I have a hero here. I don't have one there. What do we have on offer for heroes? We have a Dust Efficiency Baron. Although... that's trained with River. Oh, well, although it goes in train with Dust. If I had more important strategics, we'd say yes. Dust boost, influence boost. If I had another city where we had a lot of forests, I'd probably grab that. Industry efficiency, not what we're looking for. Dust efficiency, food boost, and dust efficiency 3. And food boost. Food boost is actually pretty useful. If I can afford you, we want you. Can afford you, we'll take you. And the reason is we've got a city that, due to its location, is really bad at making food. You know what that hero's good at? Making food without having any place to make food from. Because of that food boost. +2 food per hero level. Every time he levels up, we get enough to feed another person. That's a good food boost item. Okay. So that was a good hero grab. Your food boost, your influence boost. You're still there. When I get enough money, we'll probably grab you. Drain the rivers food boost would have been nice if we had more rivers in the area where I'm planning on putting you, but... influence on city center. Approval on city. Although I don't think you can back, so it's going to be hard to get you and you and you in this tree. Well, that isn't always a reason to not get something, but food boost again. Food and influence. Influence on a city hero. I could definitely use it with more influence. So maybe do this one as the influence one. Okay, so we're intentionally training troops there. We're going to add it to this army. So we have a second army. Let's sell that guy. Yeah, that's not a useful watchtower, so we're not going to bother. We'll just train more of those. You don't need that guy, so sell him off. And you put another one in the queue just to keep the training going. Although, actually, you might benefit from some watchtowers. Let's put some watchtowers early in the queue, so we can have some idea of how the coast looks. It's fine. Okay. And we do a cycle a turn. How much does it cost to pick up? You're the train of the anomaly one. Yeah, let's pick up the train of the anomaly one. The reason is this doesn't cost it doesn't cost happiness to build. It doesn't provide very much. It's +2 influence or +2 happiness, and it doesn't scale with city level. Although well, the food scales with city level. This is a decent one for leveling up other stuff. So we've got 3 of the 4 neighbors for the city center. So we put another one in that'll get us before, so we'll get bonus from the city leveling up. And then we'll be sort of in a state where we can start expanding, expecting level ups. Which then means we're only limited by population in getting the city bigger, as approval will be solved. Oh, you have a place where you can do that as well. Okay, and that even levels something up immediately. I'm on board with that. That'll immediately level up the altar. Of course, that's all the pearls. All the pearls have been spent. Refresh the dies. A bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Human plan in 6 turns. We'll want more influence for that. How short am I? I'm 5. No, I'm 15 is short. 15 might be a little of an ask. Little of an ask, but it's an ask our money can do. Buy all the dice. No one else can have dice. Because I bought it all. $25 silk, or glass silk, moonleaf, or quicksilver. We'll buy those as well. That's what there's exactly 25. Not enough moonleaf, not enough quicksilver. More influence in cities, 50% more influence, +5, and then 100% more dust from trade routes. The money makes money, which makes more money. Empty slot there. We're going to actually sell the unit off, because I don't need the unit. You're going to go into the dust refinery. To be fair, everywhere's going to go into the dust refinery. Prioritize it over a lot of other things. Yeah, I need glass steel. I know what we're spending our money on this turn. Market, give me glass steel. And not enough to outright buy any of them this turn, but next turn they will be bought. At least one will get bought. 1 to 8 turns is expected to end winter, and of course I bring up the winter's about to end in 1 to 8 turns, and it promptly decides it's going to be 1. Winter's over. Okay. We have an unwanted oxidation event. On item strategic resource cost, I think that's items and not buildings. If buildings, that would be terrible. -5 dust income per declared war on Empire. Okay, well, I can't declare those, so that works for me. Extra diplomatic gain on Empire. From dust to rust. Help donate 40 adamantine. Each time you search a ruin, it will cost you 8 of this resource, which will contribute 0 of 5. Which will cancel the unwanted oxidation event. Best contributor gets 50 adamantine, so in theory, best contributor gets it paid back. Per contribution, 100 dust. The only problem is exploring ruins, which requires you to have some, ruins to explore. And I am fresh out of those. Unless I go boating, and my trade empire has not heard of this thing called a boat. That's the next one we probably want to get. We will be able to afford to buy that one out next turn, so that's not a concern. Dust Alchemy in 3. Don't see any... Well, of course I wouldn't see any convenient ruins to search, because I would have searched them when I saw them. that logic makes sense, yes. Okay, let's turn for the moment. Okay, dust refineries actually finished 2. Finished the one in the capital, finished the one in the weakest city. Buy that one out. Cycle a turn. Another refinery done. Another unit sell in the capital. Hit level 3. The answer here is run up as quickly as you can to create trade routes with other empires, so we get more trade. Nations increased in a city. Okay. 9, 6, 15. Do 15. I can afford to do 9. I don't think I can afford to do 6. No, probably will be next turn. But next turn I might be saving it for the Dust Alchemy, which is the Dust Depository, Dust Transmuter. Plus 10 on terrain with dust. Ooh, that's a good question. Where's my best terrain with dust? Oh, most tiles with dust. Because it can only be able once per empire. That's actually a little bit picky, so... Surprised that one classes... Oh, because it's prairie. So prairie does, grassland doesn't. If... Yes, it's not a lot there. The river has dust. Prairie has dust, although the forest... Oh, because we have a hero skill preventing on you. Okay. Probably makes the most sense to build over here. You know we're going to get on the sea, we know we're going to get it on the forest because of the hero skill. I think I'm going to get on the prairies here as well. Not that much grassland. Okay. Okay, cycling turn. We're going to get Dust Alchemy on the next. We're up to 2k on dust coming in. And then we need to go around and put out those put out the new buildings. So the depository is probably a build everywhere. Dust Transmuter, you're the only one that's 1 and all. I think we're going to build that here. Not rich enough to build it here yet. Would actually be able to build it here next turn. So. Okay, that's the dust depository queued up everywhere, so that means we have enough glass steel for it. Most places it's going to take quite a few turns to build, but it is what it is. Okay, let's cycle the turn again. $600 points to do. Yeah, I still think we want that influence. Still think we want that influence. Military cost reduction is not worth it. Building production cost is not worth it. I'm not going to pay... I can't afford 900, so we can't go up to the 3rd tier or anything. So 2nd tier is the best I can do. There's either building cost buyout reduction or approval. I think approval is worth more for me, so that's what we're going to run. Okay, Dust Transmuter bought out. You've gained a level. Do you want to run for the no negative effects on winter? I think not. You want to take the extra dust on terrain with forest. Get that capped out. that reminds me. Did I forget to assign a hero here? I have a hero to assign, and I haven't had him signed. Or, oh no, I haven't bought the hero yet. Let me grab that hero. We're gonna have to pick a hero. I think this is still the same set of heroes. Give or take. Science boost. Oh, except maybe the one I was thinking of buying last time. Yeah, I think the influence one I was thinking of is gone. What do you have for your action line? On city with oceanic exploitation? Okay. Be fair, bonuses to being a boat. Fairly thematic for that faction. Yeah, I think we'll pass here for the moment. But yeah, okay. And then that would be the next one we pick up, although we don't got a lot of people here to buff with it, but... Two dust depositories completed. You've reached level 9. More industry bonus. The capital is obviously the place we have the most industry in, so buffing industry in the capital makes sense. Everywhere else, it's just more dust. Elf turns out 17, 9. 17 gets the buy. Oh, and we have the plowshares. I should, plow factory is now done. Okay, so I need the resources I don't have. I'm going to buy off the market, but that's not too bad. Buy what's left on the market. Plow factory there. You're the closest to being able to just expand sort of exponentially, so put it there for the next one. Okay. End turn. Dust refinery done there. Dust depository next. Actually, the most delayed one. Oh, we got that hero leveling up. Twitch is saying exclusive for heroes means that hero is only available for faction or any other reason for it. Yes, it is exclusive for heroes means that hero is only available for your faction at that time. So the market is normally competitive, but there will be a couple of exclusive heroes on the market, guaranteeing that you can always have some heroes to pick up that you drop into the hero tab, for example. So this person is not available for the next 5 turns. Is not available to anyone else. These ones are 12 turns. I believe after that time is passed, they become available. So they're not going to be unavailable forever. Just they're currently unavailable for other factions. And we can actually see, because I have, I suppose it might just always be visible. We can see what other people are trading. Obviously, I'm one of the bigger traders, but they're buying a couple here every once in a while, or selling a couple things. And we do make money off of other people interacting with the market. Because we are the market. Oh, my boosts wore off. Shame. Yeah, let's buy the food bonus here so this region goes a little bit faster. Oh, I suppose we're still looking at 10 for the dust depository, so that's the one we do buy out next. Buy that one out next turn. Here leveled up, that here leveled up. I'm going to grab the last of the dust on forest. So now 5 dust on every forest, or other things applied to it. Oh, I guess... Oh yeah, that's a little bit of a shame. I was hoping... is there a way I can see the built buildings? The one in the Empire building was okay, so there is 10 on terrain with dust, existing dust. Hero abilities don't count. I was hoping that I was going to get a bonus off of all the forest because I have hero bonus from forest, but that's fine. Coastline is still generating decent dust. Food. What do you want? Money. Okay. Sure, everyone's on dust, unless I need them on something else to keep food up. Oh, that looks good. I'm not able to see what the upgrade is on Strategic Intensifier. I can see that. It's where if I select a city. Extra 10 science, okay. I have that Burrow Street. Then we end the turn. Flower Factory's done the capital. Finish that one up. Okay. Refresh the gold bonus. The bat has leveled up, okay. We'll now set you up so you can trade the people we're at Cold War with. Where are you? That's Italy, okay. So that will... might not get kicked in right away. Yeah, it hasn't kicked in right away. Next turn we'll be trading with other people. Boosting our trade income even more. We'll finish up that street. Move on. Oh, you've actually got a watchtower that's worth building. Build the watchtower. The other one? Oh, that one's not worth building. Yeah, gonna build there. We'll buy that one out. You can grab another expand. Yeah. That. Although, we'll build there eventually. Wanted that one. There you go, and we'll buy that one out. Rapidly expanding the size of our cities. And we end turn. Let's check in if there's more palladium on the market. There's one more piece. We'll buy it. I need more than one, but one is more than nothing. Okay, we're going to end turn. Bread and Circus isn't going to complete. Anyway, we're starting to run out of things that are worth spending money on, so we're just going to start collecting money. While we're trying to invent new things to spend money on. So Bread and Circus is done. Expansion disapproval reduction in all cities. Make everyone very happy. We don't need that army, so we sell that army. Someone's hit the next era, so someone's already in era 5. Already population at the end of the turn. I have the biggest city already, so I'm leading in that one. Provides 50% expansion disapproval on cities. Interesting. Heroic propaganda. Any new heroes here? I don't think the list has changed. I think next turn is when it's going to change when the exclusive one drops off. One more turn then. We're going to 13. I need to get to 14 before I can grow it again in physical size. Can I buy that tier of resource? Yes. We'll buy it up so no one else can have it. Need 35 to make use of stuff, so that's not quite enough. We've got our own gold, so we don't need that. Emeralds, it's mostly defense. I don't think I need it for right now for the approval. Well, that might change. Okay, so we've got a new exclusive one in here. Dust boost 1, army initiative boost 3. Maybe for putting in the army? Yeah, buy this explosive one and shove it in the army. The new army can make use of a general. Given the best of bows. Well, best of non-strategic bows and armor and swords and stuff. He's an army general, so he's going to improve movement, so he can keep with his army men. The things that buff his army. Actually, I'll take Roads of Dust just because +1 on units, +1 movement speed on units is not terrible. Damage boost, sure. To stack with his army initiative boost that he already has. Here we go. And then skill-wise, you have 2 points to invest. Still a double movement speed. Okay, make the army real fast. I like my need for speed when it comes time to be fast. Attack on siege, or just attack on units. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna look at the market. We're gonna see what strategics there are to buy. Gonna buy you. No science to buy. How much am I short? We buy that, I can activate you. It's not the screen we activated from. There we go. Activate. Activate. Trade route bonus. Influence. We like both of those. Not enough Moonleaf. Not enough Quicksilver. Okay, that's cycle the turn. Our cities has grown to size 6. You have grown to size 6. I now have enough for you to buy the plow factory, so get the plow factory, buy the plow factory. Build that there. Buy it outright. And then we end the turn. There's highway outposts, which is actually a trade boosting building. Form of Canniversary, +1 trade route max on city, 50% more money from trade routes. Just gonna put that in the front of the queue, and we'll build slowest to, or buy slowest to building to fastest to building. Done before. Probably you. We have usually the slowest building. We have a 35 over here. 12, 8, 17. 17 is going to go to the next one. I just have enough to... Invented the technology. We buy it so that it's in operation the immediate next turn. That's apparently how we roll. That was enough to get a hero to level up. Again, going to be working towards getting the ability to trade with foreign cities, even if they don't want to, because we're at war or Cold War. I'm going to get a burrow here. There, we'll level another one up. That'll be net approval support. And next time power plant is in 6 turns. That's the limit screw to 6. No, let's not. 26, okay. There. If I get pearls, I'll get the specialty district on that one. Okay, next turn we'll have statistical methods. I'll be apparently wanting a lot of titanium. Let's just go acquire the titanium market. Moving into the next era. Age of Industry. Just don't mind that we've been trading in things that we can't extract yet, because we're rich. Statistical methods. Okay, let's see if you finish that building we built. 2 things of mithrite, 2 things of Hyperium for strategic resources. Okay. Hydromel. It's the only luxury located. That's a bit of a shame. Arrowhead has grown to 14. Terrain with anomaly. Where's my region with the most anomalies? So we're working like 1, 2, 3 on that one, and we're expanding towards another one over there, another one over there, a couple more down there. You probably want to be the one that gets the terrain with anomaly. Yeah, then we're gonna make you be the one that gets the terrain with anomaly. All the militia just got better, and that was the capital. We decide what techs we want for the next era. 4th era. Food allows us to have more people, it allows us to get more money. But we'll do luxuries, strategics, food. More ruins is an interesting option. Train with science. I don't actually have a lot of terrain with science, but I not go for backfill from one of the earlier eras. Although we have a tech speed bonus from picking earlier era stuff up. If you want bigger armies, we could do Signal Corps. mining rights, which is +1 strategic resource from the extractors. That's definitely an option. Yeah, so I think we do that for the strategic yield. Go for the exploration targets. Signal core for 7. Clear Lake River. Oh, that's only 3. Flat science per city wouldn't be too bad. Let's do flat science per city, and then I will hope that we have enough terrain with science that the Imperial funding is worth it. And that'll be our 9 for the era and get us into the next era. Although the big thing we're doing is dust, dust, dust. And we maybe, at this point, maybe don't need to be in the next era to run dust, dust, dust. Because we're doing it anyway. Okay. So I can see where that's most expensive, and then this one was the one we wanted, the pyromantic monitors. Yeah, 69, so we're gonna buy you. 35 is the next most expensive. Turns. 12. Oh, actually 17 would be more 12, but that's fine. Pick you up. Capital can build it in 3 by itself, so it doesn't need to be bought. We'll save up the money and buy the pyrometric monitors on the next one. Next turn. This is all science per basically having the cities be bigger. Yeah, there's the science on people. We're not going to use the science on people component of that. You've hit 6. At this point, we want to run up to no penalty from effects from winter. Two, 3, 4 if we go that way, or 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. Okay, so we're not... Yeah, we're not saving regardless of which way I go. I'll go this way. If one or more boosters ended, gold, just replace it. We can pick you up. Pyromantic monitor done. Improve your equipment. It's dust tier time. Is there not a dust body slot, or am I missing it? I suppose you have this quest one. This quest one's probably a better one. Ah, yeah. So it's saying, hey, why would you do the tier 1 dust when you've got this quest one, which is just better in every way? Fair enough, game. Army health boost. A level up the other hero doing the same thing. Well, the other hero doesn't have another trinket on. And then if I can improve the troops. Let's do regeneration, so they recover in combat. And then so the line troops will recover if they take damage, because they're probably going to take damage. They'll probably make the ranged ones get hit points, because if they're taking hits, they probably need the hit points more than they need the recovery. Refit one army, and refit the other one next turn. Finish the Burrow Straits. You're not at the point where you can build the next one yet. You're not at the point where you can build the next one yet. You could build another one. We just buy it out immediately. We won't bother in the capital. The capital builds fast enough by itself. You've leveled up. Start working towards weather immunity. Okay, let's cycle the turn, and then I think this is where we'll probably be thinking about putting the part break in. We'll see how much progress we've made during this part. You level 10. You already have winter immunity. You've already capped out the natural architect. Flat or per tree. Per tree is already capped. Okay. So I could probably poke around a little bit more, but we'll leave that for next time. As far as status goes, we're not the score leader. We've risen to number 2, so we're going up. But we're not winning in score. We're not winning in elimination. We don't have the most territories, nor the most expansion. Someone's up to 43%. We are obviously doing the best in economy. We make the most dest by a long amount. And we went from... In the first hour, we didn't even make enough dust to get to 1%. Second hour, we went to 1%. Third hour, we went to 4%. In the fourth hour, we've gone from 4 to 18%, so 14% progress in 1 hour of gameplay. And it's gonna keep going up. We're not winning in Diplomatic is still going a little bit faster. They're up to 25%. Although there's not much you can necessarily do to make diplomacy go faster. So they're going at that linear speed, and we're exponential, going faster and faster and faster up. The last couple here don't really move until they move. That's probably what I think about them. But yeah, up and coming. It's just growing all the cities. The bigger we can make the cities, the more money we can get to apply multipliers to. The more people we can get to apply dust modifiers to. That's where we can get more and more money. We've got the next set of extractors coming online. We're going to get a little bit more science, a little more strategic resources. And while this tech tier doesn't have any dust in it, it does have some decent food bonuses. Present food on city, and train with food on exploitation, so that basically kind of stacks. You're going to be expecting something like 6 more food per tile, or per hex. Which is enough to get the population growing so we can get more people. More people means we can get more burrows. More burrows means we can get more hexes. Which means more food. Which means more growth. Which means, because every person is working making dust, more dust. And the system gets faster and faster and faster. And that's what we're trying to do to sort of ramp into a win there. Next era, we get into the dust building. Although that's flat dust, so that's maybe not super strong. That one's pretty good. That's 50%, or that's 40% more dust on the city, and another flat 50. +2 if the city's happy, and all our cities at that point are probably going to be happy. More expansion, disapproval removal to keep them happy. One of the ones in here is the trade. Oh, that's the trade one. So this is another trade route max. So we go from get an additional trade route, and all the trade routes are going to provide 50% science. Doesn't seem like that's, well, that is more money, because another trade route is more money, but more science is also good, because at that point we can be trying to push into, if we still haven't won yet, push into the last tier. For the first tech in the last tier, we can pick up a dust-driven distillery, which is 100% science on the city. All the cities. If that's not enough, go into self-driving plows, get more food, get the cities growing even more. But yeah, we're winning. We've again, over the last hour, we proceeded 14% towards victory, which is more than any of the previous hours. And it should just be getting faster. This is where we're going to go ahead and bring this stream to close. I hope everyone has been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, there probably will be a part up tomorrow, assuming everything goes according to plan. If you're watching on Twitch, let me bring up the schedule for what we're going to be streaming over the next couple days. We streamed this today, so the plan right now is to stream this again in 3 days. Tomorrow is going to be Shadow Empire. We're going to continue the game in the Republica DLC. Sunday, we'll be back to Songs of Six. Hopefully we can get enough of the army trained, and I think we will be in a position to start a war during that stream, and go from a 1-city empire to a 2-city empire. And maybe not stop there. Maybe once we've got that second city, we'll be growing and growing and growing. Although we did see some indications that there'd be neighbors that are going to stop us pretty quickly. Whether that stops us completely or just delays expansion is up to the fates at the moment. Yeah, so the next 3 days, Shadow Empire tomorrow, Song of the Sixth the day after that. We'll be back to Endless Legends here on Monday, is the plan. And yeah, we're making money. In fact, we're making so much money at this point, we're starting to run out of things to spend it on. Man, I'm getting more and more contemplating simply... I've been building armies and disbanding them and selling them to the market to make money. We might really at the point where I might just keep the army, because it's like what I'm going to spend the money on. And we did pick up the tech. Whoops, unclick that. I don't want that. We did pick up the tech over here to make privateer armies. So if I feel one of our neighbors is being mean, and well, one of our neighbors is being mean. Poor light green here has lost territory to these guys, has lost territory to these guys. Maybe we might get involved, and we're totally pacifist, right? As we send privateers into the neighboring nations to burn cities down. That may be what happens. But yeah, this is where we're going to go ahead and put the part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, there probably will be a part up tomorrow. And if you're watching on Twitch, we'll be back to streaming this in 3 days, and we'll be streaming other things every other night. So until then, I'm going to wish you all best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.